Yep. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Please work. This is 293 top tax. 293. Okay, I think it's working. I don't think I broke anything. It's a good day. All right, let me make sure YouTube link gets shared. Make sure I publish everything. There we go. All right. And I got a ping somewhere. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, nothing important. Good. Glad to hear it. It's interesting that that hasn't come through on my Discord server yet, has it? The giveaways channel. Yeah, it hasn't had it come through yet. There's supposed to be a ping that'll come through there eventually. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. There is some new commands today, so I will happily show off those guys to you guys anytime you want. Um, but we'll have to hold off here in a minute, I think, because ads are here. Yep. All right. Sweet. Good enough. All right. We are going to probably do some things to the stream over time. But I fixed most of our issues that we've been having. So I think I fixed the black and white mode. I added some new commands that you guys can enjoy, like top tax and top first. So whoever collects the most first and the top taxes can now officially be seen. All you got to do is find, you can either define the top 10 or you can just do top tax or top first and it'll show you. There's also, I think I added a way to do your own tax checks. So you could do, what is it, tax. If I do that, yep. And you should also be able to do tax and then a username. So in this case, I could do Admiral 9261. And I can see how many he's done. So a couple really cool commands there for you all. And there goes the giveaway pings finally. It took it a minute. All right. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. Let's go have some fun. Turn off some of that. There we go. Hello, Jan. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Let's see. What were we doing? Lava River. Right. That is the goal for today's stream. I was gonna say episode. We are not recording right now. We are doing a replay though, so that will eventually appear in a video probably. I've not got any videos on the pipeline. I need to record the next one. It's gonna be a recap, just so everybody that's popping in can catch up on the series. But what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to be planning out the river in here. So we got to figure out where the lava comes from, where it's going, all those sorts of things. Basically, what I'm thinking is it'll go from here all the way out towards this way for a decent amount. Maybe, I don't know, where do I think the volcano is going to end? Because I kind of want like a whole river that just goes all the way out. And so it would be kind of cool to have it maybe go way out here even. I don't know. This is negative 20, 420, negative 20, negative 420. There we go. Hello, Nikita. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. What is 32 plus 35? That would be 67. Hello, Aaron. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Nikita, congrats on grabbing first. GG's. You can now also brag about that to people if you want. So if you do exclamation mark, I don't know if I added just first. Hang on. Did I? I did not. All right, well, I did add top first, so you should be able to see, well, you can't see yourself up there yet. Hang on. You might be in the top 10. Not quite. You're almost there. One more. One more and you'll be top 10. Is that a server? It is not, Jan. And Aaron, that's not a joke for YouTube. Haha, but no worries. You're almost there. You're almost there. I thought you would be, but not quite. I'm not the type to brag. You know, that's fair. That's fair. Everybody just knows you're better. You don't even have to say it. I do need to add it to YouTube. I want to add a command for you guys there. So you should be able to do... one day I'll add a thing for you to submit your taxes and also a way for you to collect first redemptions. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't provide that to us the same way Twitch does. So I have to do it through commands. Also, there is a new name tag out there. You already know the one. It's Jeb. It's a 50-50 chance between Upside Down and Jeb. So it's a 33%... Hang on. How does the math actually shake out on this? So it's 50-50 between the Upside Downs and the Jeb. So it's 25% chance for Grum, 25% chance for Dinnerbone, 50% chance for Jeb. That's how it shakes out. And so you may get lucky today and see Rainbow Me. I don't know what's going to happen with it. It very well could be broken. And if that is the case, we're about to find out today. Also, hello, Water Ghost. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Do you know, bro? I don't... Who's bro? Let's see. Also, Water Ghost, thank you for submitting your taxes. Nikita, thank you for submitting yours. Sounds like we might need to test that for science. Of course, science. So we are going towards the 400 section. It's going to get pretty wide at some point, and then it'll start to thin out a little bit, maybe. I might just leave it big, though. There might just be a huge lava pool out at the outside. I don't know. We're going to need a huge, and I mean massive, I guess, like... What even would it be? I don't even think a lava farm is the right term. That's a lava factory that we're gonna need. It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait. I can't stay long, but I'll stay for a little bit. Hey, nice. No worries. If you need to do anything, then please feel free to do so. Don't stay here on account of me. I have plenty of company because my brain is never empty. Oh, man. How are you guys doing, by the way? It's been a little bit since I've been able to be here. I've been really, really busy. Hey, Coral. Thank you for submitting your taxes. Netherrack! Netherrack, indeed. How are you doing? No, I'm chilling. I went to the eye doctor a couple days ago. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So I've got some new glasses on the way. My eyesight isn't significantly worse, but it's still not good. I mean, it will never get good at this point. It's only downhill from here. But it's not terrible is what I was told, so I'll take it. Been doing nothing because of summer. Hey, nothing wrong with that. A little bit of nothing goes a long way. It's good to recharge for a little bit. Okay. Look how big this lava river is going to be. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, boy. Let's run home now. This is why I'm super happy to have Netherrack, though, because it's so easy to get a bunch of, and it's so easy to break and place, so we can actually sketch out things properly with it. I'm kind of imagining this will be a big area because it's going to be like a tunnel. But I don't know yet. You, Summer, don't even remind me. Not much of a summer person yourself, huh? Fair enough. It gets hot. At least where I'm at, it gets pretty hot. I don't intend to go anywhere much this summer. I like staying home. I have a trip at the end of this month that I haven't told you guys about, but I have a trip at the end of this month. So, you guys won't be seeing me near the end of, at the end of June. It will be June 30th is when I head out. And you won't be seeing me until after my birthday. So, you know, it was nice knowing you guys, but it'll be okay. I do need to get some things done for my birthday. I have a birthday stream of sorts that I'd like to do for you guys, or with you guys. And so I got to get that all planned out early so that I can have everything ready to go when the time comes. Let's knock out all that. Don't get hit by a bus and die. I can get hit by a bus so long as I don't die. Good to know. Thank you, Coral. I'll try not to die. It's not high up on my list of plans right now. It's kind of the last thing I want to do is die. But, you know. Whatevs. That wasn't on my list yet? Aw. Well, that's a good thing. Now you don't have another thing to be ruined, because Coral was intending to ruin that one, apparently. Fun fact, there was a lava river there. Or lava lake, sorry. I'm old now? You are old. You're ancient, Coral. About as old as the Earth's crust, which is, pretty old. So we need to hit negative 20 and negative 420. I had just planned so many fun thingies and they all sort of got ruined. I'm sorry to hear that. That part sucks. That definitely sucks. It makes you not want to do things either. Like, nothing's worse than planning a whole bunch of things and then something comes up to mess it all up. I've had a couple of those things happen lately. I've been working on Omnia and it was going so well until it wasn't. Hair is a problem. And we're getting close to, like, solving it, I feel like. But every time I think I'm getting close, I somehow am not all that close. Wait, old Coral? No way, Coral's baby. Coral is the younger one. I'll concede that point. Does that actually work, or is that, like, bad? I just felt like it needed to be larger because... I mean, just imagine this, okay? Could you imagine how much lava this is gonna need? We're talking like a couple thousand buckets of lava, I think. I could be incorrect. But I can tell you, we have used quite a lot of lava buckets already. We've used already 359 over there. So over here, we're going to use a decent amount as well. But it's all worth it, I hope. We're going to do some longer strides here because I don't want it to be super, super wide. Although it will make a really killer cave entrance once we have it opened. I mean, we're talking massive, massive cave entrance. Let's see. Trying to remember what else I've gotten up to while you guys have not seen me. 'Cause it's been a while. The first day, let's see, the first stream I canceled because I was up really, really late. I had actually stayed up 40 hours straight, basically. I fell asleep a couple of times incidentally, but it was just like, well, it wasn't incidentally in the fact that I was trying not to sleep, but it was more so incidentally in the fact that, I wasn't supposed to fall asleep right then. I wasn't trying to. So that kind of sucked. So I ended up going to sleep early. I actually stayed up pretty late on Sunday, all things considered. So I didn't like go to sleep before stream. I was just wiped out. Then I woke up. And on Tuesday, why did I not stream Tuesday? I think I just wasn't feeling great. I think that's why I didn't stream. I didn't tell you guys why I didn't stream, but I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't stream. And then I just kind of sat down and stared at my computer screen for a little bit. Sean, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. All things involved going outside and being around people, which I don't have the confidence for anymore. That's fair. That is completely and totally fair. Posture check. Thank you for the posture check, Sean. Also, Water Ghost, you said you gave me a couple of redemptions, and I don't think I did the dab, so let me do that now. Okay. Stay hydrated. Thank you very much. Yes, will do. Thank you for the hydrate. So, there's this object that I gifted my mom. Like, it was for Mother's Day, like, 5. No, it's been longer than that, because it was when I lived in the other house. And we've been here 5 years. So it's been at least 6 years, but I'm sure it's been more than that, because I was a child when we bought it. So it very well could have been like 10 years now. But I bought her this giant, almost, it's a thermos of sorts. I don't think it's really insulated at all. But I bought that for her for Mother's Day one year, because she really loves to drink tea. And so I just, as a kid, I was like, oh, I'll buy that for her so she can always have tea with her. It was really a sweet idea in concept, except for the fact that that thing is, like, huge. Absolutely massive. I'm halfway considering stealing it from her because she doesn't use it. She's never used it. And I would totally use it for stream. Because I always run out of water. And then I have to get up and go get more. Or just not drink. And that's not ideal. So I want to say it might be like... It might be like a 64 ounce container. I'm highly considering stealing it though. Because nobody else is using it. That's all I'm saying. If nobody else is going to have it, I might as well put it to good use, you know? It's a thoughtful gift coming from a kid. I thought so. And she's one of those people that are really into, like, crafts and stuff. So she bought one of those, Cricut vinyl cutter things. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. If not, you can Google it and you'll see, like, all the middle-aged white moms have one. It's, most of them collect dust. My mom's didn't for a while until she had surgeries, and then she just didn't feel up to using it very much. But anyway, My point to that is, it was blank, so I thought, oh, she'll decorate it too, and it was a double. It was a double whammy there for her, and she never used it. So I'm considering commandeering it at the very least, because she keeps buying herself new cups. Like I think she bought what is it, an Awala? Is that what they're called? I don't know. Everybody raves on and on about them. I think that's what those are. Uh, I think she bought one of those for herself, and she likes it because she can actually carry that one around. I think I think if she's found one that she likes, I'll just take it back. Awala? Yeah. I think that's what it's called. Hang on. I might be wrong. Right, Reg, not to judge, but you need more sleep. We saw your message. It wasn't like... That's not a regular occurrence for me. I promise. Yeah, Nawala. Oh my goodness. These things are expensive. There ain't no way she bought one of those. Hold on. There ain't no way. Did you see the price? I did. There ain't no way she bought that. She has one of the free sip sways, I think is what it is. That's 35. Okay, why are they $1,000? Why does moo.com sell them for $1,000? Okay, it's customized. Okay. I could get behind spending $45 on a cup. All right, because they are nice. They keep your drinks cool. I got panicked when I saw $1,052.40. Moo.com is selling them for, you have to buy 24 minimum, and then you can get them customized. Okay, I had a heart attack. What is this one? This one glows. Hold on. That is really cool, but really expensive. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm done looking at these. I didn't know the cup market was so uh inflated. Also, hello Ricky, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. $1,000 reg, don't scare us like that. I was I was scared too. I was like, my mom ain't made of money. I know how much money she has. She don't got that much. Like, not to dox her or anything, but we ain't, we're not exactly what we would call rich. I think 50 is bad already. Imagine having 1,000 to spend. I know. I could never on a cup. I long for the day that I can spend $1,000 on a cup. Only because I would totally get like the most bougie gold plated cup just for stream purposes so that I could write it off on taxes. Like, did we need it? No, but it's a prop now, so I think it's perfectly valid. We're gonna also deforest a little bit today because I'm gonna need all this wood anyway, and it gives me the added bonus of I know where I need to light up underneath the volcano because we're gonna have a huge shadow spot from this, so I need to just make sure we block mob spawns down here, and this is the best way to do it. I think you should be allowed to steal. I think I could probably steal it and she wouldn't even know. I might be exaggerating with 64 ounce. That sounds larger than what I would have gotten her, but maybe it's not. All right, you know what? One more Google search, just because I want to double check this. I don't want to lead you guys on that one. Water. I would say canteen might be the word for that. You know what? No, a 64 ounce looks about right. Okay. I may have been dead on. Because it's got that. Let's just make sure it's not bigger. Do they make 128s? They do make 128s. Surely not. Although, I'm looking at the prices of these. These are almost about the same price as those Awalas. I'm just saying. For 100... For 60 bucks, I could buy a 128 ounce insulated stainless steel jug. I mean, that would ensure that I stay hydrated, right? You're supposed to drink. I'm sorry. I should memorize this. I should have it memorized. You should be drinking a gallon of water a day, right? Now, obviously, that has some caveats to it. Like, I realize if you're more active, you probably should drink more. If you're less active, you may not need to drink as much. But that sounds accurate to me, and I know most people in modern day world do not drink enough water. I know I don't. So I'm not, like, accusing anybody before I accuse myself here. I think we got them all. I don't see any other logs. No mob parties, no mob parties. I know. I'll be able to drink from it, watch me drop it, and get soaked. There's a clip out there of me dropping this water on me like 3 different times. My hands are pretty weak. We've actually been working on that physical therapy. They handed me those like old person I don't know, grip tension grips, whatever they're called. I don't know. They had me use those for a little while last time I was there. So maybe one day I'll stop dropping things. But I would be right there with you, Nikita. I don't know. I think that might be part of the comicalness of it, I suppose. It's stupidly large, and it's, oh, okay. It's stupidly large, and it'll probably make me really, really wet, which is a thing. Let's remove all that. We're gonna make quick progress today, I think, in terms of, like, the really big stuff that we can do. Because I'm not gonna be able to build up anything yet. I still need to build the piglin bartering system, which we might have some time to do today, possibly. At the very least, I'd like to try to maybe trap a piglin or 2. Or 4. As many as we can. That could be a pretty big help. And then, eventually I can bring them to wherever I need them to be. Okay, oh, apple. I want the apple. I don't know why I want the apple, but I do. Drop the glass bottle. I have a bunch of those at home. Okay. Yes? Yes, okay. We can go ahead and chop you. And then we need to go and, I guess, empty out my inventory and then go grab a metric ton of torches. And we can start lighting up along this line. And then I'll know roughly how far to cut from that side over, which will be good. This is gonna be probably the larger... No, actually, well, yeah, this will be the largest deforestation I'll probably do in a long time. I don't intend to do very many deforestations because I don't really like building a forest. I've done it a couple of times. It's not fun. It's nice to build maybe like 10 trees at most, but then you start getting to the point where you're building like 30 of them, and I struggle to do trees. I really do. Okay. Let's go grab or put away some of our wood first. And then let's grab some coal. And we'll just make like 4 stacks of torches for now, which should be enough to get us started. I've had a lot more time to think about the Minecraft Live stuff from the weekend. And I actually am really excited about a lot of it. I know a ton of people aren't all that excited because the wood types are similar and what have you. You know, I totally get that. And I know there's a lot of people who aren't a fan of the wool stairs, really. There are some things that we didn't see in the news, though. And that's not just me saying that, assuming that there's more. They've said as much, and also right after that, they invited a bunch of content creators into a small room and showed them some more things that they've been working on. And one of those was basically a sleeping bag. And so it's this straw bed is what they call it. And it's a consumable bed that doesn't reset your spawn point. It stacks up to 16. And apparently it's a really good like texture for like making a thatch roof, according to one of the sources that I've seen. So I am excited about that. I think overall it'll be a good update. But I do have my concerns in other places about it. Wow. Okay. Put you there. Let's do, I don't know, that many. We could do more than that. Okay. Up. And then I don't really have enough materials, or enough inventory space. It'll be fine. I heard about that. That's a cool one. I don't know how much I'm gonna love the textures of the wool. Yeah. I do worry a little bit about it, only because wool is already a kind of a noisy texture. So it's not going to be a great block to work with in general. I think it's going to have its use cases though. And so I'm okay enough with it. Because most like mods that bring it in, they don't tweak the texture at all. They just kind of do what they do with most blocks in the game and just cut it in half or cut a quarter off of it and call it done. So the mods that have implemented wool stairs and slabs, I've always felt like they don't do a great job. I'm hoping Mojang will work that out and work with the community on it. Because I have done that in the past with other blocks. Namely, the most recent of those being Sulfur and Cinnabar. The other question I have is, will they do that with the wood type, though? Because they could go for a darker gray, with the poplar wood. But the reason they chose poplar in specific is they're trying to get it close to the real shade. And poplar is already one of those almost white wood types in the real world. And so the problem is they're in that space where they're trying to balance realism with a video game. And, you know, there's a lot of cases where they don't respect realism because of past decisions. But now that they're here in the real implementation of things and trying to be an educational space, they've also worked themselves into a corner where they feel the need to make unnatural wood types just be fantasy type of trees, which is fine. And then the things that we do want, you know, they want too, don't get me wrong. I know full well that Mojang does want similar things to us. Maybe their execution isn't always perfect. But, you know, do they respect it by adding actual poplar wood? Or do they go with a more fantasy style and say, you know what, we're going with a darker shade because that's what the game needs right now? I don't know what the answer would be there. I really don't. And there probably really isn't a right or wrong answer, but rather just a lot of thoughts that could be had there, I suppose. But I am 100% for the new wood type. I like it. It is a different shade of gray, and it will complement the pale oak. Okay, so I'm fine with that. I would have preferred something a little darker though. That is the only thing about it. Let's do here now. So through here. Yeah. Wow. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, and there's another thing I can say. This was leaked by, and I don't know if it's accurate or not because I can't understand necessarily. But from my understanding, one of the content creators that was allowed behind the scenes was told some other things, and they were telling their audience, which was a Spanish-speaking audience, so they were telling them apparently that there is a larger update behind the scenes, and that's what the drop system is there for, is to give us content while they're working on that big update. Again, I can't verify those claims. I can only tell you what I was told, which was somebody else saying that it was basically leaked, that's what was going on. And I do believe it because I've been saying that myself for a while. But apparently it was directly confirmed to that person by Mojang. And I mean, anybody can say anything, but considering they were on stage at TwitchCon playing MCC during an officially sponsored event by Mojang, or Microsoft Minecraft, the Minecraft brand, sorry. The fact that that was what happened there, I would doubt that they would lie, but I would also doubt that they would say something like that just so plainly. I don't know. They weren't told that they couldn't say that. And so they just thought they could. I don't know. It's not like Mojang's been keeping that a secret. It's just they've never outright said it either, is the thing. It's just kind of been implied. But overall, I'm optimistic about Minecraft. I think it's still got a lot of good years ahead of it. And even if this update does turn out to be a flop, and it's only what they just showed us, then I would still be happy with it, and I know there's better updates coming along soon. Hey, Ellen Lee, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's life been treating you? Been ages? Hey, you're okay, dude. It happens. It happens. I know for a lot of us, the year picked up busy. Very, very, very busy. Uh, just over the last couple of months, especially with school wrapping up and all those sorts of things. So, um, hopefully you're doing okay. Had finals and school just took over. I missed those streams. Oh, hey, no worries. No worries. School's very important, and I'm glad that it's wrapped up now, or hopefully wrapped up now. And if it's not, then I hope that you have good luck with the rest of it. Finals over, how did they go? That's kind of what I'm thinking. How did they go? Want to know who? I could probably Google it. Minecraft Spanish leak. Do not seeing it in here actually. That's interesting. Now the question is, was it just a troll? Or was it true? Um Interesting. All right, let me find Minecraft large update leak. Bum. I know it's in here. I might have to go to that. Nobody wrote any articles on it. It may have just been this person said it and was not accurate. I don't know. Swift Dude, thanks for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. I haven't done anything in days. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. Or maybe I'm glad to hear that. Maybe you've been taking a break, and if so, I'm glad to hear that. They are indeed over. I have a summer class that started on Sunday, but for the most part, a break. Ooh, nice. Nice. Or are they covering up? That's a good point. It could just be, could just all be a cover-up. That's how they went. I was just happy to get through them. Hey, a pass is a pass, you know? You know what? I could go here. I'm gonna have to mute the tab. And then... Okay, that's... interesting. Okay, what I'm gonna do is look up, Minecraft... There we go. Okay, So it's the guy's name is Bobbycraft. Um, I have a clip here from Twitter, but I don't think any use Twitter. Um, but according to some of the comments, the English translation is plus, I gotta tell you that they've confirmed they're working on big updates. That's great news, and that's exactly what the game drop system is meant for. So yeah, that's it, guys. Uh, which again, I've been saying for a while, that's what I believed was the reason uh, why they added the drop system. But hearing it confirmed specifically to this guy, and then him confirming it to us, uh, is pretty good. I'll take it. Used, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to find a teammate for this gridlock stuff. What is gridlock? This is news to me. It's been a while. It's been a little bit, yeah. I hope life's been treating you good. Hey, scooch that all over there. You're so right. That's the most important part. Now you can just enjoy your well-deserved break. Exactly. You worked hard, you made it through, and it sounds like you're still working hard with a summer class. Nothing wrong with that. At least you're getting a little bit of a break from the constant stuff, though. But summer classes, they're... Honestly, if I were to go to school, I think I would probably do a similar route where I'd probably take summer classes if I could, just to finish earlier. Because I can't stand it. I hate school so much. If I could just breeze through it, be done in a short amount of time as possible, I'd be all over that. It's been a while. Yep, getting into college. Oh boy. Well, that's exciting. Hopefully it's been treating you good. I know a lot of my friends have been having the time of their lives at college, both in a good way and a bad way. It's a stressful time, but it's also a good time. You'll meet a lot of good friends. You'll get your primary means of making money there. And probably have a lot of memories to be made as well. Especially if you go. I know some of us opt for online, which is also a completely and totally valid way of doing college. Everybody has their preferences, and that's a good thing. College gives you the best of both worlds. Exactly. A little bit of stress, a little bit of stress relief, even. They teach you a lot of things. The amount of life skills you learn by going to college is crazy. I never realized, because I haven't even gone, but, you know, I've just kind of went through the list in my own head about the things that my parents do for me, and, that I just never even thought about, that if I went to college, I would be doing that for myself at this point, because they just wouldn't be able to. And it's like, man, I take for granted a lot of that. There's a lot of responsibilities that I just haven't had to learn. Things that I have obviously taught myself now that I've realized that I do need to be doing that stuff, but it's things that you would never really think about twice because somebody else has always done it for me. I'm doing a trade for welding. Ooh, okay. That's a good choice. Welding is a very good choice, actually. Hello, cow. Make some bank while I'm young. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A lot of those trades, if you can get in, you'll be making a lot of money while you're young, and you will probably be able to retire early, which is about the biggest and best thing that you could achieve in your life. And I only say that because there will come a time when you will either find somebody special or have things that you want to go do, or you just actually want to rest. There will come a time where that happens, and the best way to do that is just to retire. Like, if you could retire before the age of 60, oh my goodness, take it. The time that you will have with your loved ones is just so much more worth it while you're younger. Don't get me wrong, being old is great. But, like, for example, with me, I fully intend on being able to spend time with grandkids and with my brothers and sisters who are going to still be around for a while, I hope. With my own kids, you know? I don't want to, like, I don't want to work myself into the ground where I can't get back on the ground and hang out with my grandkids while I'm playing with toy trains or whatever, you know, whatever they want to do. The dream ideally is that, you know, you have a functioning body by then. And so early retirement is the best way for that. Anyway, you guys didn't ask for that rant, so I apologize. Do you have shaders? Hello, Bernard. I can turn on shaders. I do have some. If I press the K button. Up. Give it a second. There it goes. Boom. Complimentary reimagined. Great shader pack. But I'm going to turn it off because I don't love using it unless there's something I'm trying to show off. Usually, like for right now, with me just lighting up the forest and cutting it down, not anything too crazy to show off there. W rant though, I appreciate that. I try to have good takes when I can. Okay, now that we have 3 of the 4 sides marked out, what I can do is I can actually start chopping up this entire island, and then we can light it all up. But I just needed all of those sides marked out so that I could figure things out. Hello, Rift. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well, dude. Ads are about to start, but... Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, if you can still hear me by chance, Rift, then I was going to tell you, I did listen to all of the things that you sent, at least as of, like, I believe it was 4 o'clock today. 4 o'clock Eastern. So... I did listen to all of that. You are doing phenomenal, dude. Also, you had some pretty crazy stuff on there, too, this time. Oh. I mean, it was almost like death metal kind of crazy stuff. It was cool. I couldn't remember what it was called now. Best streamers are the ones who can talk about everything. Yeah, you know, you gotta be careful with me though. If you don't, if you're not careful, I'll talk your guys' ears off for 15 hours straight about anything and everything. And you know, I enjoy talking. It's just, it's a wonderful thing. Actually, like, being able to communicate. I can't always say and put to words exactly what I want to say. And sometimes there's just times where I don't have anything I really at all have a desire to speak on. But, you know, Just this Sunday, actually. Saturday through Sunday. I think it was mostly Sunday. Actually, yeah, no, it was mostly Sunday. Um, no. No, it wasn't. It was mostly Saturday. Anyway, uh, that's why I was up so late. Why I was up for like 40 hours. It was because I stayed up and talked for 15 hours straight to somebody. We were just having a really good conversation. And, I don't trade. I wouldn't trade those conversations for anything. They're just so incredibly valuable. Line from You, covered one by Andy Sizik and Adam Bentley. Yes, that's the one. That would be the one. It was awesome though. Do. All right. Keep in mind, I knocked out those 9 recordings in one single session, non-breaks. Then the rest were on different days. But would you say that that batch was my hardest batch I've sent to you so far? Oh, absolutely. I 100,000% would say so. Hardest, like, in multiple senses of the word, I feel like. Not just hard, on vocals, but hard on like the range. Oh boy. Okay. Did that eat my bed? It ate my bed. Well, darn. Okay. That is a-okay. We fix it. Do I have another bed? Or do I need to go make one? Guess we need to go make one. Okay. That's fine. We have plenty of wood for it, at least. We don't have any wool, though. We need to build a wool farm. Especially with the wool stairs. Like... I'm not entirely sure how often I will be using them. But at some point, I know I want to build a castle. And I do know I want to use carpets for a lot of it. And so, when it comes to stairs, carpeted stairs aren't a thing that we're going to have access to. So, the closest thing I can get is going to be wool stairs. So, it'll be really handy for that. Hello, Trip. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Rest in peace, bed. But no, I was fine. Just tired because I did it on my lowest days for energy overall. Oof. Definitely rest up then. I know it's easy to overdo it sometimes. Let's see. Up, up. Okay, we are officially filled up on the oak side of things. Let's do, I guess, move all the dark oak down. Then we can do oak through here. For now, that should be fine. I don't know. We'll roll with it. And then... Pop. I'm trying to clean up my inventory a little bit. It's just a mess. Alright, let's go with that. Did you enjoy all the various lives I did? Lives I hadn't done yet? Yes. I also noticed you did some of the behind the scenes vocal warm-ups that Chester Bennington used to do. And that was kind of cool. I hadn't heard those in forever. do that. And then I'm going to put the lanterns in here for now because we don't really need them. Do I have anything in here that I can... We don't need you for now. Okay. We don't really... Well, let's take these up with me, and we'll put them in the chest. I'm going to clean up a lot of things eventually. It's just, for now, it's about clearing out the forest. Those warm-ups are legit fun, or good too. Not the best, but better than nothing for sure. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it really, you don't ever get to hear his range, in my opinion, that well. In the songs. I mean, like, obviously he's got some songs that have some range, but hearing it all next to each other in those warm-ups that he did, oh my goodness. He had some crazy vocals. Let's see. I did not bring a bed like I meant to. And I don't have any string. You know what? It's fine. We don't need a bed. Famous last words. Ooh. Okay. We'll just cut up this side of the aisle. Did the bleed out recording catch you off guard? A little bit. I wasn't expecting to hear it first, and then it's also really good. I'm right there with you though on that one. That one I can't help but sing along with. So I mean, Mike Shinoda just has some crazy good bars on that one, in my opinion. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but it's high up there for me. It's one of my better lives because it mixes Bleeded Out with a Place for My Head. Yes. That's the other thing. Those lives, I almost wish they would do a studio recording version of some of them. Only because the transitions and crossovers that they do are just so crazy cool. Nothing will beat the energy of actually being there. But some of those songs were just made to go together, it feels like, whenever they do it. We're also going to need to make a new axe, it looks like. Up. Big tree. It's going to be a pretty chill day today, I think. I mean, oh man, we've already been streaming for an hour. Oh, cow. Did I miss anything that you guys said, by the way? I apologize if I did. Oh, yeah, I didn't. Okay, good. Happens we make songs that are coded in a way to sound one specific way. That's true. That is true. If the songs are... I mean... In a lot of cases, their songs quite literally were set up in such a way that they did drift into each other on the album, even. But it's that similar sound. It's just, so good. Yeah, A Place for My Head, that song fits in with a lot more Linkin Park songs than you'd think. Like, it just... That heavy, heavy riff just, ooh. Love it. Let's see. Cut out all that. Okay, how much have we done up here? We've got a good amount to go. Okay. I thought like this was a smaller landmass than the other side, which looking at it now, it definitely is. I didn't realize how big this was. Yes, those ones are good too. Just you know how to pick them good. That's one thing I've learned with your songs, Riff. You've got the right order. You've got the right picks. You got the talent. Okay. Okay. Do I want to... Is that an outside of my head kind of thought, or is this an inside head thought? Alright, so... How do I want to phrase this? Because it's going to sound really concerning if I say it the way I initially thought. Okay, so... How do you say that? 'Cause I'm making it sound a lot more concerning than it actually is, and I apologize for that. It's not, like, bad. I mean, it'll make some people probably... I don't know, maybe nobody will flip out and it'll be good. Hey, I mean, welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. There were 2 MXXVII songs, but I was too tired and still not fully back enough for those, sadly. That's okay. Yeah, take your time with it. I have lemon wafers. Ooh, nice. Yummy. I say yummy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of lemon flavored things other than lemonade. But if you like it, I'm sure it's very yummy. We need to make a bed to bring up there with us. Okay, so... Slightly off topic, but something that I've been meaning to bring up. So... I've told you guys, like, a lot about this game that I'm developing. It's no secret that I've been working on it. I'm really happy with it. It's exciting to me. Right now, I'm in an interesting position. Because obviously I want to make that game, right? I definitely want to make the game. I also really like making videos and doing streams and all that. So I had toyed around with the idea of possibly just taking a month off of videos. Because I'm already not doing a lot for them, so it's not that big of a deal if I missed a month. To just, like, really focus down and do more with the game side of things. And maybe that'll get me to a point where I can kind of slow down on it because I focused up enough. Gotten ahead. And maybe it'll bring me to a point where uh, I can kind of work on the game part-time again instead of almost giving it full-time effort. Or alternatively, taking time off from doing streams, which I really don't want to do because I enjoy that more than the other things, in order to get more time in on uh, working on the game. Because, I mean, with the stream side of things, I'm spending, let's say it's on average, I don't know, no more than 2 hours per stream on average, because some streams are an hour and a half, some are like almost 3. So I would really say 2 is definitely about right, um, on average. So if you're doing 3 streams, 2 hours each, a week, that's 6 hours. That's not gonna get you back much. But videos, on the other hand, I do put a lot more time into those. So I've been debating possibly just doing no videos for like a month and just not even working on them for that month to try to get ahead with Omnia. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the right call. I really don't know. And I know like most of you here probably don't care because you're here for streams, not videos. So it's not like I'm gonna get probably the most pushback when it comes to like delaying videos again. Especially considering how long we went without making videos for a while. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But on the other side of things, I would really like to not stop making videos. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be an all or nothing approach. I could just try to get ahead with videos for a little bit. And then in that in-between space, just work really, really hard. And then just kind of off and on it like that. So 1 week I get a bunch of videos done, and then for the next 4 weeks I just focus on Omnia. I don't know. If you guys have thoughts, you're welcome to share them. I'm just saying things because I don't want to like blindside people if that's what I end up deciding to do. I don't think I'll really stop the streaming unless like I just really think the 6 hours a week is going to be something. But at the end of the month, you're looking at 6 times 4. That's 24. You have 24 hours extra in the month to work on the game if I did take off the time from streaming as well. Which isn't a ton of time. But there is also something to be said about task switching. The more you switch tasks in a day, the more energy you burn in swapping those tasks because your brain converts, and it's a whole thing. So you ideally want to try to stick to 1 task per day if you can. So for example, before stream, I was working on Omnia. For me to get back into the flow state that I was in with Omnia, it's probably going to take me another hour. So after stream, I'm going to sit here and work on it some more. But the energy that I wasted between stream and between wasted, not like an actual waste, but is it really worth it? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, honestly. On it, more than likely, I don't foresee it going either way. If anything, it would be a break from videos. I'm almost sure of that. Especially especially once school starts back up, I'm intending to probably lay off the videos maybe, or I might just lay off the streams even. I don't know. That would be a better time to cut back on streams temporarily. Just because more people aren't able to watch during that time period. So it wouldn't be as missed, maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Let's see, I prefer chocolate, but that has milk, so I can't. Oof. Fair enough. That is real. That is very, very real. Wait, you're the King Ragnar developer and owner of the in-development stages of the not super well-known game that gets talked about and has a Discord for it, and it all game called Omnia? No, that would be impossible. That's definitely not me. Totally not. Hello, Lego Master. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking. How are you doing? I'm here for it all, but I don't understand. That's a day. I mean, yeah, it is. It is a literal full day of a full 24-hour day that I could be doing extra stuff. When you compare that to like a 40-hour work week or possibly more than that, it's a drop in the bucket. Oh no, it's actually, I mean, it would add an extra third by the end of it, which would be pretty big. So you'd be at 60 hours possibly instead of 40. If you were able to put in 40 hours on something. I'm only able to do 40 hours in a week. But that's with a bunch of state switching, you know? It's hard to be sure. I was here, I was just listening with my eyes closed and not typing. Oops, you're okay, Nikita. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. It's alright. You should sleep. Don't say that now. Famous last words. Oh, man. I know I'm not in any room in any capacity to talk, but sleep is important. It's very, very important. Oh boy, how do I say your name? Shivan? Hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. What do you think about flying from you, Madison Square, Lost in the Echo, and interesting muscle development? The interesting muscle development is actually very interesting because I also have a similar thing. And I don't know what's with it necessarily. I'm not 100% aware of the causes. But I saw it and I'm like, oh, I have that too. The other songs are good though. I like them. Flying from You had that one stuck in my head after I listened to it. And then Lost in the Echo is I mean, it's hard to go wrong with Linkin Park song. But it's contagious when you sing along with it, because it makes me want to sing along with it too. I agree, sleep is important for other people. For anybody except Nikita and Reg, you guys must sleep. It's very good for you. Put your hands up in the air, put them down like this. He knows how to get a crowd worked up, man. Like, when he says, all you gotta say is, go away, to help us with this next part, like, he can work a crowd. It's awesome. Nice to meet you. I'm too fan of Minecraft. How long have you been playing Minecraft? I've been playing Minecraft since it was on the Xbox 360, so like 2012. And I've really not ever stopped. I've just always been playing Minecraft, and this specific world, I have quite a lot of time on it. I can tell you here in a minute. I've been playing this world for almost 6 whole real life days, uh, which is crazy, and I have no regrets. It's just, this world is really, uh, it's been everything I've needed. I really do believe that. Okay, up. I slept around, whoa, that. That was almost a very different message. Wow, okay. Try that again. Try that again. I slept for 14 hours. I don't know how. 14 hours is a lot of time. It's a lot better than what I initially read. Okay. Yeah, no, that's... Were you just not sleeping before that, Coral, or you feeling okay? I know for me, from Sunday night, midnight, whenever I went to bed Sunday, I think it was actually 1 o'clock. But whenever I went to bed Sunday, from staying up from Saturday morning, all the 40 hours, I don't remember when I actually went to bed. I think it was technically still Monday at 1 a.m. But from then until when I woke up, it was about 12 hours had passed. Because I originally slept for like 8.5 hours, but then I woke up and I just went right back to bed. I turned off the alarm. Can I join too? Unfortunately, this is a single player world, so I can't have you on here. But I do have some friends who have wonderful viewer joinable communities. And if you'd like, you could join them. Their names are King Alfie and Kitrix Live. Both of them, again, wonderful content creators, great content. They're great community servers. And I actually moderate for both of them, so sometimes you'll see me over there. But eventually, I would like to have my own viewer joinable server again. I used to have one, but we did away with it because it just cost too much money. And, you know, sometimes good things have to go. I actually should sleep, though. Kiddo's got exams tomorrow, and I have no clue how to keep him busy. I probably should try not to get sent home again like they did on Tuesday. Ooh. Ooh, no. Yes, definitely. Definitely go sleep. That would definitely help. What time is it? I'm from India. It's 6:30 a.m. and I'm 17. Oh, I am 21. I'll be 22 in just over a month. It is currently 9 p.m. Oh, boy. Okay, we need to light up this area, because that's the second bed that got exploded by a creeper. So let's just do myself a favor here. I'll give you a little bit of a buffer, at the very least. Because they've been sneaking up from that flank right there. That should help. Okay. We need a new axe. Let's go get some diamonds together and quickly enchant something. Stop, there could be children here. I didn't mean it. I, like, had to stop myself, though, because I mixed that with something else around that area, and, man, it was bad. Being at 12 a.m. on your birthday, I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday. if I have internet connection at that moment, I will respond and say thank you. But you do not have to do that. I appreciate the thought. I will probably be on an airline flight coming home at that time, but I might not be. I might be home by then. And if I am, then if I'm awake, you will get a response. If I'm not, you'll just I'll respond the next day or whatever. 1, 2, 3. You might want all 3 of them. I don't know yet. Oh, not you. You. You do that too, yes. I'm not gonna lie. I totally do too. I usually try to be the first if I can, to wish people happy birthdays. I'm a lot worse at it now. But, back when I was a teenager, I'd do it to all my friends. That feels wrong. Back when I was a teenager, I feel like that should not be a thing. But no, that was over 2 years ago at this point. Almost 3. We are, okay. Yeah. But I used to do that all the time to my friends, and I would pre-write a whole message for them, and usually it had something to do with music, because I know a lot of songs, and so I'd quote them. So like one person I quoted, I specifically wrote them like a thing about how it's been a crazy year, and as the Green Day song says, it's something unforgettable, but in the end it's right, and I hope you have the time of your life. Happy birthday. It's like I could write some pretty good things. So I had a couple of other songs that I used, and I was really, really good at it. And then I got really bad at it because I kind of started worrying what people actually thought when I wrote the messages. And so now they just don't get anything sometimes. There are still a couple of friends that I try to be first on. And there are some friends that I try to be first on in their time zone. And that's really hard. Because Eastern time is the first one for most of my friends. So it's kind of hard for me to get there. Because I have to stay awake. Especially if they're Pacific time. Which, thankfully, I don't have very many Pacific timers. But if I did, I would be in trouble. Oh. I'll send you a birthday message along with the lyrics to 22 by Taylor Swift. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I used to memorize, write down the exact time of my friends were born, and then wish them a happy birthday at that time. That is insane. That is actually crazy, Coral. GG's. I couldn't even tell you the exact time I was born. We have a guess, but we don't actually know, I guess. I don't know. Theoretically, that should be on my birth certificate, but I'm, like, thinking about it, and I don't think I've ever seen my birth certificate. And you know what? I don't even think we have my original birth certificate. I'm pretty sure... Pretty sure that one got lost, and we don't know how. And then, so it doesn't even have... I don't even think it has my original state of residence. it's not from there because we moved and got a new one. I don't know what my birth certificate says. I really do not. How do you know when you how do you know you were born? I don't know. I just assume I was. I actually wasn't born. Fun fact. I was a C-section baby. They cut I almost said they cut me open. They did not cut me open to birth me. They carved up my mom in order to get to me. You spawned. I just spawned in. Really easy experience. Came in with everything, you know, the hair too. Full head of hair. Definitely wasn't a bald baby. Pretty sure I was. On the daily, mine was at like 9:45 p.m. That is insane. I want to say, because my mom and I talked about it before. So I told her it was really easy to remember my birthday. And I told her how I remembered, because she was like, how is it so easy? I'm like, oh, it's just 7-7. Like, I don't have to remember which order to write it in for Europeans, because it's the same month as it is day. So it's actually led to me being really confused when I'm filling out paperwork. I could never tell you which one is first and which one's second, month or day. And so I almost always, any official paperwork that I'm signing, I have to look it up, because my birthday, I've always just filled it out 7/7/04. And now I'm screwed, because it's like, what's the date? Oh, it's the 3rd of June. It's not 3rd of June, it's the 4th of June. Do I write the day? Or do I write the month? You know, I could not tell you. Because for me, I would go, oh, it's the 3rd or the 4th of June. But then I go, it could be June 4th. I see both ways, and I don't remember which one is European and which one's American. Because I know we date our things in reverse of each other, usually. Also, we just filled, or cut out this entire forest, so. W. Let's see. Be easy and never share my birthday. People want to think about it. And no, don't do that. Ever heard the song Step Off or It's Going Down by Linkin Park Live? I don't think so. I don't think. Maybe. Oh, but I was telling my mom that she says that I may have actually been, I may have been born around 7 o'clock in the morning. So I might be like 7/7/7, which would be awesome, because she remembers they had me come in the morning, or they had her go in the morning, because they can do that when it's a C-section. When it's time in the other case, but C-sections, they can get you out whenever they want. So I could be like literally Jesus reborn or whatever, because 7/7/7 is the that's really uh blasphemous, by the way, just before anybody's like, oh my gosh, she actually thinks that. No, I'm kidding. But you know, 666 777, it's funny because religious numbers. People act really weird when I bring that up. I don't know. I think it's funny. Let's see. My friend is 6'7". Oh, that's unfortunate. Or friend guitar. 2 of them. Hello, Turtle. What's mine? Mine is 8-4 or 8-14. I can't read. 8-14. Okay, well, that's clearly the 8th day of the 14th month, so that would be February 8th. Congrats, you were born February 8th. All right, I can now put you in the calendar. If I didn't, oh my goodness, wait, do you actually? No flippin' way. Okay. Repeat every year. Alert on the day of event. Okay. Ouch. 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 Okay, you're in my calendar now, Coral. Someone who's 1101. That is insane. That is actually insane. Do you have cheats on? Nope. No cheats enabled. I don't know. TP uh your mom. Dang, I can't TP. So cheats are not enabled. Fire baby. Last thing, first I need to do a recording of it. Secondly, what do you think of the screen practice fry and false core? Oh. And, oh, okay, ouch. And false chords, and finally, hang on. I need to get out of here. How do I get out? Just dig out. Okay, cool. Up. Up. Okay. Interesting for a coral to be a fire sign. It is very interesting. You know, I'm starting to think coral might not actually be a coral. I think it was all a plot. A ploy against us. Oh, yes, February 8th. My half birthday is Valentine's Day, so that's cool. That is actually really cool. Yeah, what the heck? That is really cool. I couldn't tell you what my half birthday is. I can tell you I'm a Cancer, though. People would never let me live that one down when I was in high school. Man, did I get called a lot of interesting things for that. They're like, man, I can't wait till we have a cure for cancer. I'm like, yeah, me too. And they're like, oh, I wasn't talking about that cancer. I'm like, oh, you were talking about me. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, gee, thanks. All right. Can you leave me alone? Okay, the spider's not even coming after me. I don't know what I'm scared about. February 8th. Alright. I know, right? I should be a water sign. My half birthday is Valentine's Day. So it's cool, guys. I am though. Also, for a period of time, I was dating someone whose birthday was Valentine's Day. That is actually crazy. What? Never thought about half birthdays, actually. I don't either. Hey, Siri, what is the half birthday of July 7th? There's a calculator for it. I don't feel like opening it. I'm lazy, okay? It's 6 months after July, which Um, 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 minus 12 is 1. So it's January 7th. January 7th. Coral copied me, guys. Coral copied me. Definitely. I did that probably the most complicated way you could have, but you know what? I got there, right? That's all that matters. Hey, maths. Yeah. Yeah. My questions, you almost died for it and gave up. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is it? Sorry. I got something in my eye and it's my finger. Okay. There we go. That's lit up. Two last things. First, I need your recording of it. Secondly, what did you think of the screen practice for I false chords? And finally, what kind of stood out this last few batches? I felt like your voice is getting stronger and more clear. Like, the words are more enunciated than they were before, which is a big thing when it comes to singing in general. It's really hard sometimes to get those, to get the voice through while still maintaining your tones. And I felt like you were better at that now than you were before. Bop. 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 Ah. Bop. 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 I've never thought about half birthdays actually just your birthday minus 6 months. So January 7th, yay math. Guess mine is coming up soon then. Another day I'll happily ignore. Oh no. I'm really tired. Gotta go. All right. Sounds good. Get some rest, Nikita. Sleep. Sleep. And we will wish you a happy birthday every day if we have to. So you can just save us the pain and tell us your birthday one day. Well, on your own time. Rest well. Oh. And then it's kind of the thing that sucks about being on a mountain right now is all of this. Just having a place all over that is kind of annoying. And it's not even fully spawn proof, but it's good enough for now. Most of this is. No, I don't want Etho birthday treatments. But I mean, somebody's got to make sure you have a happy birthday. And I don't know how you're going to have it without somebody telling you happy birthday. I feel like you said your birthday once, but I cannot remember. And I feel bad. I feel really bad. And have my Animal Crossing villagers in my calendar. That is actually so sweet. I could never bring myself to care that much, but I love that for you. That is awesome. Put my calendar trust. Yeah, every day is just Nikita's birthday. It has been decided. Impossible, it's top secret. Uh-huh. We'll see about that. I'm sure it's somewhere out there. Wish her happy birthday every day. That might just have to be the deal. It probably wasn't Nathan's, y'all were guessing. That's a good point. It could have been Nathan. Hang on. I know what I need to do. Okay. How would I do this? Actions. It would be an auto add. Okay. And then, okay, add trigger. Hang on. Add for uh, Twitch to it's an announcement to channel. It's Nikita's birthday. Make sure to tell happy birthday. Okay. That gets to be you used to be purple, didn't you? I feel like that's a birthday color. It's purple. I don't know. It works. Okay. Add trigger Twitch chat. Where's chat? Chat. Chat message. No. Okay, delete that trigger. Okay. Twitch user. Where is there a user? General. Present viewers. There we go. And then if I do add Twitch user, right? Add present user index. Okay. Nikita underscore NHD. Then it would no longer be a reply. It would be a. You guys have no clue really what I'm doing. Like, I think some of you have got an idea. But I really want to make this work now. Okay. Chat. Where's chat? Chat. Send announcement. Bop. Purple. Okay. So delete that one. And then... Did that work? I don't think that worked. Hang on. Twitch user... I think it's got everything there. So now if I do test trigger... It's not working. Okay. What we need then instead would be core... And then... There's a way to do this, and I'm just not getting it. MIDI processes, quotes, system. Okay, so it's not in there like I thought it was. It's got to be in the Twitch integration. And then it would be in the channel reward. No. Chat mode. Okay, it's definitely not in there. Could you do... So you got present viewers. Could you add a condition? Okay. If... Where do you add conditions from? Add for logic. If else. If... if percent present viewers percent equals Nikita, then send. Okay. And then I just gotta make sure that that's correct. This is the most effort I think I've put into a joke in a little bit, but it's only halfway a joke. Uh, streamer dot bot docs API reference. Okay, sub actions present viewers. It's not in there. It's because it's a trigger present viewers. This triggers every 1 to 10 minutes, default every 5. Present viewer tick will always happen, but you have the ability to have it live updates. Okay. Is the stream live? Is this a test? Users. General variables, source, action ID, action name. Okay, I think users is the one I want. So, edit. Contains you. Okay, test. Dang it. Okay, it's not working. Twitch. Chat. Chat message. Okay. So now I might be able to find the sender of a chat message. Chat message. Triggers. Twitch chat message. Oop. Okay. So I've got source. I've got action name. Trigger name. Twitch chat variable. Colors. Do I have sender? Is action, is highlight, is reply, message. Apply user ID. I think user ID would be the one, right? Yeah, user. So if user contains your username, that should work. Still not working. Okay, delete that one. Oh, crap. I broke it. I broke it. Okay, I can fix it. That's fine. Twitch. User. Okay. Chat. Send announcement to channel. There we go. Okay. Oop. Okay. Add some logic to that. Okay. If percent user percent is equal to you, run it. Okay. Hello, Probert. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I don't think we need that trigger anymore. Okay. That might theoretically work. I don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Other than the other thing I could do is get user info for target. The user login can contain either. Okay, so percent user percent, and put that at the top. Okay. I think that works. Although it's not coming through. Okay. He's trying his best. I am. The point of not saying was to not make people put effort in. Now it sounds like you're putting a lot of effort in now. I mean, I am. Don't get me wrong. I totally am. I think it is well worth it. What else could I do to make that actually run? Because it's seeming to not want to run. So it's pulling user data from the chat, and it's checking every time a chat message gets sent. When the message is sent, and it checks to see if it's Nikita. If it is Nikita, it should announce it. If it's not, then it will just wait. Okay. The only other thing it would do after that is it needs to put a cooldown on the action again so that it doesn't run after it's been run, just because it would get really annoying really fast. So how do you do that? You would shoot. It's where is that? Wait. It would be actions. Set action state to disabled on that one. Okay. That under the true result. And then that didn't work. Huh. Okay. He's trying his best. Yes. That's a me. Why didn't that work? That should have worked. Surely. Okay. I knew it'd turn into a big deal. I just said, well, I mean, at this point, it's too late. I gotta do this right. Let's see. It would be Twitch, chat message, which is what it's sending. So it has to do with this. This is a flaw here. Okay. So why is that the case? I suppose I could add you to a unique user group, right? Because user, it could be username. Hang on. That might be why. And it probably should be contains, not equals, because equals is probably looking for an integer and not a phrase. So would that work? No. I knew it would turn into a big judge, so it said it. I mean, at this point, we're almost done, theoretically. Edit. Okay. The only other option I have here, which I think might be the best one, is user groups. So if I go to viewers, find Nikita, group. How do you add you to a group? You can't from there, which means... How do you create a user group? Oh boy. I found something that I don't know how to use. Oh, jeez. Okay. This is really confusing stuff. Okay. That is... not at all anything that matters. Those are commands. Okay, so it's not even running. It thinks it's running, but it's not. Which means it's time to give up. So yeah, it's coming back with a false message. I wonder why that is. Is that... It's coming from you as a user. Copy variable name. Okay. And then go to action. Edit. Okay. Let's try that. Can I join, my dear friend? What are you guys talking about on Twitch? We are messing around with a special action with my streamer bot. And it's because Nikita wouldn't say their birthday. So now every day is their birthday. And I'm just trying to make it work. And I think I'm getting close. I could be incorrect, though. Let's see. Don't give up. Keep going. Be the reason they believe. Exactly, gamer. I will never give up. I love giving up. Not gonna lie. Gus's Paper Mario challenge is kicking my butt. Oh. Do you just really not enjoy it that much, or is it that hard? Or I don't know a ton about it. I know Gus sent me the short, and I thought both. Fair enough. Fair. Okay, will that work? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So when I inspect it, so after it was run, so yeah, that came through with a different username. Okay. You all should go watch the short so I get more money. I mean, if you win, then yeah. That's all you gotta do. Winning is the hardest part. Okay, I think... I'm not confident, but I think I did it. We're gonna roll with that for now. If it doesn't work, I'll make it tonight. But it's Nikita's birthday today, everybody. Y'all should wish Nikita a happy birthday. Up. I actually haven't been online a whole lot lately. I've been mostly just kind of locked in the dungeon, trying to get things done, get ahead. And you know what? It's been pretty nice. I'm averaging 1 chapter a day and there's 8 chapters. Okay. That's not too bad. You might actually make it through. I believe in you. Anything to steal a little bit of money from Gus, I'm all for it. That's a big tree. Up. Oh. You know what? I think I just realized there's another global in that variable. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna spill the beans. Because I realize I'm still kind of being cryptic about that. Um, so I use this program called StreamerBot. It's lovely. It's a great tool. It allows me to set up a lot of the custom things that I do for chat. And I've been doing a lot more work with it lately. But what I was doing there was I was essentially setting up a logic loop to try to find when whenever Nikita types a message in chat, then it will put in an announcement in the chat saying happy birthday. For whatever reason, though, it wasn't reading that their username was a it wasn't reading their username as their username. It was coming back as a false result instead of a true result when compared to the actual Nikita username. So the only thing I can think of is either I typed the name wrong or I had the variable wrong. Either way, there's something wrong in there, and I don't know what. Or if they're just AI and not even born. I wouldn't put it past it. My community could just be a bunch of bots. I would be very sad, but you know what? Fair enough. Let's see. Did a 4.5-hour stream, which was just chapter 2. Oh. They're pretty long chapters then, is what I'm hearing. Jeez. I'm a bot. We know that. We know that, Coral. It'd be so chaotic. I do have a failsafe on it, so after it triggers once, then it disables the action. I just need to set it up so that every time the stream restarts, then it will allow it again. But for whatever reason, again, it didn't run. I'm just 3 raccoons in a raincoat. 2 minions in a trench coat. So I'm curious why that's not running. Now that I have undeniable proof. At that one right there. After run, I'm just 3 raccoons in a raincoat, right? Is action false? The user came back. And it still came back false. Okay. I am thoroughly confused. But you know what? I'll fix that after stream. It will probably be working on... What day is it? It'll probably be working on Sunday. I know there's a way to do it with per user basis because we do things for that like with walk-ons. So when a viewer is that substantial or whatever, or if they're a subscriber or a VIP, then it may play a special sound when they appear. Which I do want to get into doing at some point with you guys. But not yet, because I'm still getting the hang of it, apparently. But that's how a lot of that stuff works is, you know, you have to have it hooked up in such a way to read chat messages and read people's names. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to go play some more to get a little ahead. All right, sounds good, Spicy. Good luck, have fun. I, in fact, do not exist, therefore I was not born. Simple. Mm-hmm. Right. You did not exist and are not born. That is solid theory, at least. Okay, let's light up along this route here. And you know what? I'm actually going to wrap up stream here in a second. Because I just realized it's almost 10 o'clock. And I have a lot of things I still got to get done tonight. So, I'll actually just try to get that done after stream right now. After stream. And then, I'll go work on those other things. So, I think, for now, I know we haven't really built much of a lava river. But we've got the beginnings of it. We've dug out. We've broken down a bunch of trees, and we've still got probably about, like, I don't know, 100 more trees to go. And we've still got to light it all up. But once it's all lit up, then we can start filling in the floor of it, so that we can start filling in the lava, and then we can also start building the walls eventually as well. So unfortunately, this is going to be where we're going to wrapping up stream, but it's also fortunate because it gives me time to go do some other things, like working on Omnia, and also fixing that command so that we can get that running. So I now it's a challenge. I feel like I have to. Let's see. Who do we want to say hello to is the first question we've got here. Who do we want to say hi? Trying to see if there's anybody that we haven't said hello to in a little while. Go sad to Joe Hills. I say that like I'm making fun of Joe. I'm not. Joe's a cool dude. We love Joe. I haven't said hi to you in a while. Okay, you. Is it important? Please don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hello, Nolly. Hope you're doing well. You have a good rest of your night. Unfortunately, we're wrapping up stream now, but I appreciate you popping in. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow, subscribe if you're on the YouTube side, do all the things, those things that YouTubers say that help them. They also help me, and it'd be really cool if that all, sorry, hang on. It'd be really cool if you could do those things, because it tells the algorithm that you like it. It tells me that you like it, so I need to make more. Dinner bone again next time for sure. I appreciate you guys for popping in. Hop in the raid, get some free channel points. We're gonna go say hi to Delta Gaming. They've raided us a couple of times. They're really cool. They are marked for mature audiences, so if that's not your cup of tea, then go ahead and hop out of the raid. But I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Catch you next time. Bye. Bye bye, everybody.